Well, it was another cold, kind of dreary day across the Treasure Valley as the inversion that has been kind of plaguing the area for the last week or so is holding steady as we enter this new week. So the MLK Day holiday today was a gray one and a cold one. We're at 29 degrees in Boise. Once again, we didn't see any valley locations really crack the freezing mark. Warmer air aloft to places like McCall into the mid-30s, but we struggled to make it out of the 20s across much of the lower elevations. Right now, fog visibility not an issue for the Boise area. That's the good news. Remember, this just shows surface conditions. This does not mean that things are clear overhead, but the surface visibility not an issue. But as you get into the Magic Valley, we're still seeing quarter-mile visibility in Jerome. That is very dense fog there. Freezing fog likely keeping things a bit slick. There are no dense fog advisories in place tonight, but still I would anticipate across the Treasure Valley that we will see that stratus layer lowering a bit as our night progresses. So patchy fog is possible overnight. We'll drop down to about 26. That's what we'll wake up to tomorrow morning, and then during the day tomorrow, rinse and repeat with cloud cover overhead. Temperatures struggling to get to the freezing mark. The only difference, we may have a little snow flurry or two as we have some clouds that will move in higher in the atmosphere, and that may bring in just enough moisture to send a few little snowflakes down through our low stratus layer. Nothing that will accumulate, nothing major, but still a few little flurries are possible. And the low cloud cover overhead is kind of a bummer because there is a chance overnight tonight that far southern Idaho could see the aurora borealis. The outlook is good with a severe geomagnetic storm happening right now that those northern lights could be visible to the north overnight, but you'll have to head to the mountains to find it as skies will not clear across southern Idaho as the low stratus won't budge for a couple more days. Speaking of budging, there is some hope by the end of the week. So here's the big picture setup across the entire U.S. See this really big broad area of low pressure over the Great Lakes. There's our high pressure over the northwest and a smaller area of low pressure off to the south. So we'll put those components into action here. Now, as we head into Thursday and Friday, we see the surface or the upper level gradient here expanding westward into the gem state. That could be enough by Thursday into Friday to suppress our ridge, especially when combined with that energy down to the south. And that may hold on through Friday into the weekend, just enough to erode the inversion a bit. It'll allow some sunshine to come through and likely get our temperatures back to where they belong, even warmer than normal by the weekend. But high pressure does look likely to rebuild by early next week. Though we may also have some zonal flow setting in by Monday, which could bring in some precipitation chances. So still some question marks as to when that inversion will get fully scoured out. But in the meantime, expect a very cold start tomorrow. Another overcast and cold day across the region. Highs right around the freezing mark for the entire Treasure Valley. We'll rinse and repeat that on Wednesday, and then starting Thursday again, we may see some breaks in the clouds. That low stratus layer may lift a bit. Temperatures hit the 40s on Friday, and we continue to warm into Monday with a couple stray showers possible overnight Sunday into Monday as well. We'll keep an eye on that. We'll be right back.